In this video, we're going to graph linear inequality in two variables. We all know that half plane is the graph of the linear inequality in two variables. The half plane consists of the points whose coordinates satisfy the inequality. Like the linear equation, there are some steps also to follow to graph the linear inequality in two variables. The first one, graph the boundary line of the region by rewriting the linear inequality as an equation. With our given, graph x plus 2y less than 4 using the intercept method. X plus 2y less than 4 is an inequality. So we have to rewrite this in the form of an equation. So that will become x plus 2y is equal to 4. Then we solve it using the intercept method. For the x-intercept, where y is equal to 0. So we just substitute y is equal to 0. So x plus 2 times 0 is equal to 4. So x is equal to 4. Because x plus 2 times 0 is 0. So we leave it as the x remaining on the left side of the equation. Then we copy 4. Therefore, the ordered pair will be 4, 0. We have to write this as ordered pair since we're going to graph this. Okay. For the y-intercept, so x is equal to 0. So we're going to solve this again. So x plus 2y is equal to 4. So this time, your x is equal to 0. So this is for the y-intercept. So 0 plus 2y is equal to 4. So 2y is equal to 4 divided by 2 to leave y with a coefficient of 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So that will be 1y or y. Then we have 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So our ordered pair will be 0, 2. Now we have already 2 points. We have 4, 0 as 1 point. And then the second point will be 0, 2. This time we're going to graph this now. Let's construct the Cartesian plane. So, the Cartesian plane, you always use ruler so your line will be straight. Don't use freehand. Okay, so the horizontal line will be the x-axis, so we name it as x. And then the vertical line, which is the y-axis. So we have 0, 0. So let's estimate. So since our x-intercept is 4, 0, so we count 1, 2, 3, 4. So please write the number below. And then we have 1, 2. We can just write 2 here because we don't need this actually. But let's represent and complete the Cartesian plane. So negative 1, negative 2. Then we have, for the y-intercept, we have 0, 2. So estimate as an equal interval, but I would suggest you have to use a graphing paper. So 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. Then let's complete the Cartesian plane by writing here at least negative 3 units. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So make your graph as clean and use equal interval. So let's plot now 4, 0. So how to plot 4, 0? So 4 units from the origin going to the right, since that is a positive number. So 4, 0. So this is 4, 0, our x-intercept. Then we have 0, 2, the y-intercept. So that is on the vertical axis. So that is 2 units above the origin. So it's here. So after you plot the point, you name it or you label it. So that is 0, 2. So we have already 2 points. So the second step will be, if the symbol of the inequality is either less than or equal or greater than or equal to, draw the boundary line as a solid line. If the symbol of the inequality is either less than or greater than, draw the boundary line as a broken line. So our given is x. Our given is x plus 2y less than 4. So this is less than 4 only. Therefore, we're going to use the broken line. So what does broken line means? It means we're going to connect the 2 points 0, 0, 2 and 4, 0 with the broken line, because we're talking about inequality. So let's draw a broken line, and if you're using a straight edge, any straight edge, so that will be definitely form a straight line. Okay, so that is the broken line because our inequality is less than only. If that is greater than or less than, we use a broken line. So this is the broken line. So the third step, decide which plane contains the solution set. So pick a test point that is one side of the boundary line. Okay, so this is our boundary line. So we have half plane on the upper, and the other half plane is the below the boundary line. So we have two boundary lines, which is the upper one and then the lower beyond the boundary line. So they said we have to pick a test point. So what does the test point mean? This is similar with the video that I have when we determine the solution of an ordered pair given an inequality. So the best and easiest way test point is the origin, the 0, 0. Okay, so let's use 0, 0 to determine if where is the half plane that we're going to be shaded. Okay, so let's use 0, 0. So I'll just move this letter here. So we have 0, 0 as a test point. So let's substitute it as x plus 2y is greater than 4. So we go back now with our inequality. So 0, 0. So x will be 0 plus 2 times 0 is less than 4. So 0 plus 2 times 0 is 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0 less than 4. So this is true. Okay, so we draw here our test point, the 0, 0, and that is true. What does true means? It means that 0, 0 is the solution of x plus 2y less than 4. So this means that the lower part of the boundary will be shaded. If the resultant inequality is true, shade the side that contains the test point. So our test point is 0, 0, and when we solve it, it gives us a true value. So that's why we're going to shade this. So we have this one. So that means we have to shade this. Shade it, extend. So it means from the boundary line, below the boundary line, that is the solution set. So this ordered pair here is all solution of x plus 2y less than 4. Okay, this time let's have another example. So we have 2x minus y greater than or equal to 2. So this is another example of linear inequality in two variables. So the first step, we have to write this into a linear equation. Okay, so we will have 2x minus y is equal to 2. Then we use the intercept method. So substitute the value of y, which is 0. So 2x minus 0 is equal to 2. Then we have 2x is equal to 2. We need only the variable x, so we divide this by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1x or x. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So our ordered pair is 1, 0. This is our x-intercept. So let's have our y-intercept. So 4 y-intercept. So our x is equal to 0. So 2x minus y is equal to 2. So 2 times 0 minus y is equal to 2. So we have negative y is equal to 2. So we don't leave it here. We need only a positive y. So we divide this by negative 1 both sides. So negative y divided by negative 1, that will give you positive y. Then 2 divided by negative 1, that will give you negative 2. Therefore, your y-intercept will be 0, negative 2. Okay. So we have 1, 0 as the x-intercept. Then we have 0, negative 2 for the y-intercept. Okay, this time we're going to plot the points now in a Cartesian plane. So again, we use ruler to draw Cartesian plane. So I'll just draw it here. So I start with a vertical line, which is the y-axis, and then the horizontal line, which is the x-axis. So label your x-axis and y-axis. So we have 1, 0. So I can put only 2 units here, both sides. So 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2. And then I have 0, negative 2. So I can put 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So positive 1, 2, then below is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So that is the Cartesian plane for this inequality. So let's plot 1, 0. So that is 1 unit from the origin going to the right. So let's plot this and name this 1, 0. Then I have now for the y-intercept, which is 0, negative 2. So that is 2 units from the origin below. So that is here. So that is 0, negative 2. Now we're going to connect the points. So here we go back with our inequality. So our inequality here is 2x minus y greater than or equal to 2. So it was mentioned earlier that if the symbol of the inequality is either greater than or equal or less than or equal to, draw the boundary line as a solid line. So this time we're going to draw a solid line. So it's like the graph of the linear equation. So we connect 2 points, then we draw solid line. So again, why solid line? Because the inequality symbol has equal. So greater than or equal. So we have a solid boundary line. Again, we're going to pick a test point. Okay, let's pick 0, 0 because this is a very convenient test point. So we have 0, 0 as test point. So 2x minus y greater than or equal to 2. So substitute the 0, 0. So 2 times 0 minus 0 is less than or equal to 2. So 2 times 0 is 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 is 0 greater than or equal to 2? False. So if this is false, if the resulting inequality is false, shade the other side of the boundary. So our boundary, so 0, 0 is on the upper part of the boundary line. But this is false. So it means we have to shade this on this side. Okay, before I shade this on this side, let's try some test point on this part. So let's try 2, 1. So let's try 2, 1 here. 2, 1 because 2, 1 is still on the lower. No, let's have 2, 1. Let's just check if the lower or below the boundary line is true, because 0, 0, 0, 0 is false. This is not a solution. So let's check it here. So we have 2, 1 as a test point. So 2x minus y is greater than or equal to 2. So 2 times 2 minus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. So 2 times 2 is 4 minus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 is greater than or equal to 2. So that is true. Means that below the boundary line will be shaded. Okay. Shaded, so you can extend it. So that is the graph. This is the graph of 2x minus y greater than or equal to 2. So when you will answer your learning task, you can use only one test point. So in this example, I just show you the other side of the boundary line to prove if that is really true. And it turns that it's really true. So it means below this boundary line, these are the ordered pair that satisfies the inequality. And this is the graph of 2x minus y greater than or equal to 2. A half plane. So please click like if this video helped you. Thank you.